guys have any questions?
Guess what happened with Ingram in the second half? He probably did a pretty good check the first half.
Well, he's a good player, but you give a guy 11 free throws. That's how you get knocked out of the NCAA tournament. Kimball Walker, see, I don't ever forget stuff. Kimball Walker made 14. Greg McDermott made 11 against us last year. Or Doug. I keep dead.
His dad lost his eligibility.
Yeah, wasn't as good a player as Doug. You give a guy 11 free throws, he's going to find a rhythm. He gets to feel the ball going in the basket, he's going to make open shots. We obviously did a very poor job finding him, defending him. Disappointed in our secondary, really disappointed in our half-court defense already. We got a long way to go. You can't be a really good defensive team if you don't have 5 guys playing as one. Right now I can't. I was struggling all night to find 5 guys to play as a unit on the defensive end. Really struggling with that.
How did you feel like your young guys, your freshman guys played tonight?
Let me just look down the list here. So we're going to start with. Troy was solid. You know, I thought I was glad he took that pull-up jump shot in the foul line in the second half. It didn't go in, but he was wide open. They weren't guarding him. You know, he's got talent. He's got to play with courage. Sometimes he's looking to defer too much to the older guys, and I'm really trying to fight him on that. Get him. You know, around here we don't care what grade you're in. That doesn't matter. You know, everybody's got a jersey. And best guys play the best, give us the best chance to win. Are going to play the most. So I thought he did a solid job. I thought, you know, Kevin Johnson's in there because he can really defend. He's a great defender and tough kid. Just didn't make shots tonight. He's nervous. He grew up dreaming of wearing a Bearcat uniform. He's out there in his first game. He'll be fine. Jermaine Lawrence did pretty well at times. At times when he struggled, it was really because he was playing out of position with Justin and foul trouble. So we were a little disorganized because you can't play Dave against it when they're playing 5 guards. You really can't. You got nobody for Dave to guard, nobody for him to defend. So you know, he did a pretty solid job.
A nice lift from Jermaine Sanders. We've been talking about him contributing this year.
Not a surprise to me.
Not a surprise?
Not a surprise at all. You know, that's how he's practiced. But if you know, you recall his freshman year and his sophomore year, he's very similar to Rashad Bishop. He's a better shooter. Maybe not. He's probably not the defender. I know he's not the. He's a smarter defender. He's not the athlete Rashad was. The only reason Jermaine Sanders didn't start as a freshman is because we weren't rebuilding the program the way we were when Rashad came in. But there's one word that I use a lot with the guys: accountability. I can count on, and in the middle of that is count. You know, I can count on Jermaine Sanders. He's gonna be in the right spot. He's gonna play smart. You know, he's really worked hard on knocking down shots, and he knows I got confidence in him. And he's going to be out there, so he's going to be out there a lot. He can play multiple positions. He's an invaluable guy in our basketball team because I can count on him. And right now we got a lot of guys that we got a lot of work to do to get fundamentally sound, whether it's simple passes on offense, not over dribbling, or just sound fundamental defense, where we can communicate and not give up easy baskets. We take a lot of pride in not letting the other team's leading scorer score. So obviously I'm highly disappointed in our effort on Jeremy and give him all the credit, but very disappointed in our lack of communication and our team defense. We don't play man defense, we play team defense. So we missed a lot of switches. We had a lot of lazy fouls, a lot of lack of communication. That's what happens if you got 3 or 4 guys out there and you got 1 or 2 weak links. You can't have weak links defensively. Right now we're just not quite there yet. But that's going to happen. You're playing a lot of new guys. You know, obviously I'm really upset about it, but that's why you get back to practice, get back to work.
Were Were they a little too jacked up at the start? Did they fall behind the way they did? You think they were a little too amped up?
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Why do you think they fell behind? Defensive lapses?
No, our offense was anemic early in the game. And, SK missed the whole basket on a wide open three. So did Kevin Johnson, shot 2 air balls. That's going to happen. You got to win when you don't make shots. Man. You're going to make shots in stretches of games. Nobody can. No basketball team anywhere consistently makes shots throughout a game or throughout a season. So you just got to play through it. So I worry about things we can control. The shots we're taking. Those were all good shots. We're pretty wide open. I don't worry about the result when it comes to that. I worry about turnovers, defense, rebounding, guys doing what they're supposed to do, doing what we're supposed to be, playing as a team. There's going to be nights where a team might play great, and you might lose, and everybody may be upset. I may be upset we lost, but I may be happy with our performance because of the way we're performing. Can't always control that. Control the shots you're getting by the offense you're running. I thought we had too many careless turnovers.
Take any encouragement from the fact that when they did come back, you pushed them away and get back out to the decent. Of course, England was out.
Well, I was happy with our patience, and the guys understand what I was calling on the sideline. We were just the way the game was being called. It was run your offense until they foul you. That was our guys. When we go to a certain type of offense, to what we call grind up to defense, the guys, they understood what we were trying to do, and we paraded to the free throw line at that point in the game. When a game gets tight like that, the answer is to get layups and free throws. Our veteran guys, especially at SK, he knew what we were doing. A couple other guys did a good job too, just showing patience and making fouls.
With the freshmen in early games like this, what is the biggest thing that you're looking for? Is it the moment not being too big for them? Is it courage, like you mentioned earlier?
Yeah, and but the biggest thing is to get them minutes, watch the film, and realize where you can help them the most, what they need the most help on. Then you see your strengths and weaknesses, things you're going to have to hide. As time goes, you got to get them out there. The key is to get them out there without losing. And then you can make adjustments and teach, because I hear people all the time talk about, well, you have no bench. Well, we all got 13 scholarships. You got to play them. But you got to win games in the meantime. That's the dilemma. So, but guys aren't going to improve and get comfortable if you don't get them minutes. So that's the challenge, to get those guys minutes. That's why, to be honest, there's a lot of talk about all these scrimmages, and I used to want a scrimmage where I want to play the best 2 exhibition games I can, because it's just not, there's no game pressure in a scrimmage. Even though it's an exhibition game, guys don't want to lose. I mean, as much as I hope Scotty wins it all the time in Division II, you still don't want to lose. So I just, for young guys, that's really important, just to get them out there and get them under the fire.
Deshaun, just a coach's decision.
What's that? Deshaun Mormon?
Yeah.
Right now, he's contemplating redshirting. He and I have been talking a lot about it. Just a numbers situation. He knows how I feel. That's his decision. In our program, that's a player and his family's decision. We want him here badly. So he knows obviously he's got a great example to see what it did for SK. Guy's going to be an All-American because he redshirted. So, but that'll ultimately be his call. But that's why he didn't see him.
Any thoughts about North Carolina State coming up so quickly early in the season?
They all count for one. Tonight counts. If you lose, it only counts for one. If you win, it only counts for one. So it's just no matter what happens. I want to win. You can't possibly want to win any more than I do, almost to a painful fault for my stomach at times. But at the end of the day, we'll take off Wednesday and come back Thursday and try to make sure we have a good practice and get better.
Guess I just meant competition.
No, you know, I haven't seen anything. I was highly concerned with this team. Lavelle's a great coach. You know, a lot of coaches at the HBCs don't get the credit that some of them deserve. You know, he's a guy that goes 15-1 in his league. He didn't get any job interviews. It's like I was talking to him after the game. You know, the thing about that level is you got to win the tournament, unfortunately, or nobody knows who you are. You can dominate your league in the way they did last year. Again, coach at Norfolk State, they won the tournament, beat Missouri, and he's now onward, upward to Florida International. So
You've been there, so you know.
yeah, I know. You know, if we don't, my third year we were down 9 in the semis at Jacksonville State, and kids that's in the NBA, they had an NBA guard, Walker Russell. He was killing us. We went to a 1-3-1 zone. They threw a lob dunk and missed it. We went on a run and won the game. Everybody called me a genius. If he'd have dunked it in, nobody would know who I am.
Remember Jay Copeland from high school?
Yeah. That's just that, you know, that's how it is. But Lavelle does a great job, so I was focused on them. I honestly have not, you know, I got friends, you know, Mark's a friend of mine. Bobby Lutz is a very, very close friend of mine.
I mean, just the fact of having that, I know you've talked about trying to get teams.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, Whit and I, we're constantly, you know, trying, especially now with the change in league, trying to get teams into your conference, or teams into your own arena, I meant. It's a challenge. You know, this day and age, everybody's going to the neutral site game in November, December, like we got Pitt in the Garden. It's really, and there's so many of those now. In the NBA arenas are putting on, whether it's the Barclays or the Garden, and then the multi-team events. There's so many opportunities to play neutral site games that it's really hard to get anybody in a home-and-home series, or to get multiple home-and-home series. But so this is actually part of a multi-team event. This game tonight, and we're out. The games. The NC State game's here, but part of it is we obviously agreed to return it next year. So I'm appreciative of Mark for playing us. Not that we're some juggernaut right now, of course, but it's just tough to get people in here. It just is. It always has been. Hugs fought the same thing for a long time.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys.